Look at the size of this one. Oh yeah, very, very excited. This is something that I got through Superbuy, which is like, yeah, sort of like one of the other ones I mentioned in a previous video, but instead of getting stuff from Japan and sending it to you, it's getting something from China. Was a little overwhelmed at first when I tried to sort of get it going. The website that I wanted to get the item from was all in Chinese, and even when I translated it, it seemed like I wasn't able to have it shipped outside of China. When I got stuck at the address section, it was asking for prefectures and all these details that I couldn't provide because I wasn't, a citizen of China. So someone mentioned that Superbuy was the way to go. I went through them, sent a link, and after however long it's been, it feels like it's been quite some time, but a couple of months of waiting for the item to be available. Apparently it had sold out, so I was waiting for a reprint, and then discussing with them. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. So this one arrived literally, 10 minutes ago, and I thought, well, it's fresh and you guys can open it, because if I don't stream it, I'm going to open it myself, and it won't be nearly as fun. So, yeah, this is all, I'm pretty sure that this is all Girls Frontline related material. So if you're not interested in that game, or the sort of anime waifu military aesthetics, then you can just tune out. Otherwise, yeah, we'll open it up. I asked for extra fortification on the corners, and extra wrapping, and yeah, it's really nice. It feels like it really hasn't budged at all in transit, which is awesome. So just gonna slowly make these little incisions and get it all happening. Always really happy when something is packed well. Makes opening it all the more exciting, I guess. I don't know where to make the next cut, because I don't want to cut into the actual item, but I think I'll be okay. Maybe down this side, no? No, it's like super tough at that end. Maybe I'll try the other end. So this is the boring part that should be done in like a time lapse, but I'm not going to do that this time. If I do link this video, then I'll just tell you in the description when to skip ahead in case you want to get to the part where I'm not opening up the box. Alright, we're almost there. I can see the the end result. It's happening slowly but surely. Okay, it's packed really well. I don't think I've ever received a package this secure, which makes me feel really good, really happy, because the last thing I would want is for this whole ordeal to end with a broken item. But so far we are looking pretty damn good. Really well. Thanks for tuning in, whoever that you are. Sorry, I can't see. Okay. Whew. So here we go. Okay, some foam wrapping. I'll just get rid of that box unless there's something else. No, just some foam, which is good, around the whole thing. So here's the box. Some nice graphics down there at the bottom. Girls Frontline. See if there's any other. Got a few more logos. Got the in-game military contractors. It's interesting. I'm not sure if I like the gold or not. I think if it was black, it'd be pretty sweet. But you know, who am I to judge? Okay, opening it up. Okay, so this is the first impressions. Big white book, I guess. Wrapped up in bubble wrap, which I'll pull out right now. No, I tell a lie. This is actually the outer casing of the inside box. So we've still got another box to go. Yeah, so I got the deluxe version of Volume 2 Art of Girls Frontline, just because it came with some extra stuff, which I thought was kind of worth chucking in a little bit more. You get more pages in the art book. I think you get, you know, a limited skin for one of the characters, and some other really small kind of cool stuff. Maybe I think a soundtrack DVD. Anyway, I'll go through it. Okay, so first thing we've pulled out is we do get the limited skin for the the SPAS 12, which is a shotgun rifle. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is there with a little nice little redeem code, which I'll scratch off later. Second, and this came in the first volume, except they were slightly different. Are the assault rifle crew pins. I'm not a big pin fan, so I think I'm just going to keep those in their original condition. But yeah, you've got one for sorry, for each of the characters: the assault rifle, the AR-15, M4A1, and so forth. So that's kind of cool. I'll put that to the side. Now we're getting to the next part. So that's good. I'm going to keep that in its integrity. Ooh, oh man, I'm just loving it. Holy shit, this book is massive. Look at that, it's like a tome. So this is, yeah, here we go. This is the front cover for the Art of Girls Frontline, Volume 2. Yep, so it's hardcover. Or hardback, does come with its own dust cover as well. It's pretty sweet. And look, I'm not going to go through each and every page, but what I will do is try and give you an idea of, for those that haven't seen the other Girls Frontline video, it's basically a book that'll have all the concept art, all the character profiles that you can possibly play as well as all their respective skins. I mean, I'm not a big fan of gacha events. I think it's like it's kind of like glorified, you know, gambling in a way. But there are some really amazing artworks in here, and that was why I got into it in the first place. Was just the aesthetics of, you know, an anime-based crew, or, you know, raifus as we like to call them. So yeah, I might go through a little bit more of that at the end of the video, but it's coming in at a whopping 404 pages. So that's ridiculous. And yes, heaps of concept art. It's all in Chinese, so unfortunately there are a few story bits that are explaining the events that have sort of come and gone within the game, as well as interviews with designers and stuff like that, and that doesn't seem to there's no English version, so it is what it is. I just like the pretty pictures, so I'm okay with it being in Chinese. So now we've got to the next part of the bottom part of the box. So we've got the Girls Frontline Orchestra Concert Blu-ray and original soundtrack. So we'll just open that up. So there you go. We've got the orchestra concert. That's the Blu-ray. I don't know if it's going to play. I don't know what region that is. We'll give it a go though. And yeah, the soundtrack part 2, which I guess is mostly just stuff that wasn't included in the first one. So event, videos and obviously stuff that is existing on the Chinese server but hasn't come out in the European server. So that's really cool. It actually kind of looks like the original first volume soundtrack, so it's nice to have the little DVD added to that as well. Orchestra, don't know what this is though. Maybe just some nice illustrations for no reason. You can't really see what that is. I can't even see what that is. See if I can find something that's worth actually holding up. Yeah, just more orchestra stuff. I think that they did a show in China recently. Anyway, it's basically all the characters but dressed up in, kind of more formal attire for this orchestra thing. I don't know. I'm going to check the DVD and hopefully that will shed some light on what this is actually all about. But I'm assuming it's maybe like a classic rendition of what's on the soundtrack, which is a bit more electronic based. This, don't know what this is. It says that it's a secret. So maybe I'll just look at it. New and emerging forms of threat. Background paper. I wish I knew what it was. Looks like it's some kind of cool file, but it is all in Chinese. No pictures, a couple of redacted bits, so it kind of looks like it's supposed to be like this secret military report for your eyes only. But, that's okay. Comes with the territory. And this last bit, I think is just the SPAS 12 skin as feels like a what do you call them, lenticular, like it's plastic, like if I put it up against a window it'd sort of illuminate. That's what it looks like it is. And there's like a bit that's kind of, if I hold that up to the light I can see on through the other side. So I'm guessing maybe it's just a print or some kind of plastic piece of art that I can put on my window. So yeah, that's it. That's the bottom of the box. Super happy that it arrived safe and sound. There's not a single scratch mark, not even like a bent corner, which is wonderful. I've been trying and researching and just following the progress of the whole process of this entire thing for quite some time, and I absolutely love the first volume, and this one is no less amazing. In fact, I'm even more blown away considering the size of this package. So really keen to try it out and see what it's all about. But once again, look, just so that I can kind of make it a little bit more interesting, I will try and go through some of these pictures in a bit more detail, so that you get just mostly it's just been me opening stuff and talking about it rather than actually showing you what I've got. But got 404 pages of fantastic artwork. Okay, so that's all, just the concept stuff, all the sort of promo stuff, and then you get to the actual firearms themselves, their stats, the information that comes with them, all their different little, you know, their chibi versions. Yeah, and I also like how you've got the, you know, the version of them when they're sort of ready for battle, and then you've got the version of them when they've, you know, been injured. So you already saw that one. Yeah, just all the classics, all the good ones. There's some new ones in here that we haven't been rolled out into the European server. And yeah, let's see, I'll just skip ahead a little bit. See if we can't find some more. What's the word I'm looking for? More concept art at the end, perhaps. No, it's still going. There's just so much of it. It's wild. I'm gonna have a really fun time just gawking at all these amazing illustrations. If you do go to any of their pages, whether it's the Chinese version or the English version on Facebook or Twitter, be sure to check out the artists. They usually mention them when anything gets posted and what artist did it, and virtually all of them have a Twitter, which you can then follow, because the design for these characters is just very inspiring, and coming from someone that grew up drawing and not having digital access to Wacom tablets or anything sort of digital, has kind of inspired me to perhaps explore that avenue, and maybe try and, you know, be even if I could even just be like a quarter of as good as some of these guys, then I think I'd be pretty happy. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this little Girls Frontline unboxing via Superbuy. This was one that I knew that I had to do. I've kind of, you know, I've since slowed down on my J-list ones, because I've got, you know, a holiday to look forward to in about a year or so. But this one was a given, and I'm absolutely, I have no regrets getting it. So hope you enjoyed. Take care. Peace out.